I could probably count on both my hands the number of houses I was in on my mission. Most people are in an apartment building, right? Like I said, the 10-story buildings, they're just very small living space. Um, Very few homes, because the economy is so bad, especially on the east side of the country. So there's a lot more economic struggles on that side. But um, overall, as a country, they're still struggling, and families living from paycheck to paycheck, and we see that here too. But on such a wide scale, people live so modestly, and they shop so sparingly, the way that you can tell that they're smart about their money, and and so the schools are an interesting thing too, because their high schools and junior highs and stuff like that you have to apply for, like we do here at college. So the successful become more successful, and then the rich become richer, the poor become poorer, kind of thing. If you do better in school, then you can go to better school, and if you don't, then you kind of get stuck in the lower class, lower quality schools. And that's kind of an issue too that I've seen, is the quality of schools for those who don't do as well when they're younger. They don't take it as seriously. But I think that's one of the things. Education in Europe is, some argue, stronger than a lot of other places because of that competitiveness and everything. But you see tons of problems in the schools with the kids, with drugs and alcohol and smoking. It seems like that's more than normal, and teaching people, investigators and everything. Very, very often we'd have to have what they call like the 10-step program, to get off smoking. Some places they're more relaxed with how soon people can get baptized after they start investigating the church. Because of the problems with retention in Hungary, we have to be much more vigorous and much more rigorous with our investigators before they have to go to church so many times. They have to be off smoking for so long. I don't know what the mission president now says, but before it was at least a month, off smoking. We had to go to church, 3 to 5 times, I think. And so it's a little bit more rigorous. And so, because I think there's 6,000 members, maybe more now, and about a third are actually active. And so that's kind of a problem that I've been seeing as well, because of the smoking and the drugs, and it's just, alcohol, it's just more of a normal thing, or, it's just everyone does it. And so it's, one person, it might be easier to get off smoking, but another person, it's really hard, So Catholicism is another social thing. It's like when, communism was there, they didn't really have the right to religion, and they were kind of like, oppressed. And when religion became, open and available, Catholicism was just the thing to do, right? That's the popular thing in Europe, and everyone just pretty much converted to Catholicism. And so now it's like, oh, well, my dad, my grandpa, my great-great-grandpa, we're all, Catholics. And so it's like almost like a tradition now. And if you, convert religions, then that'd be, somehow betraying your ancestors or something. And so that's another thing. But even with that, they claim that they're Catholics, but the amount of practicing Catholics is very little, because most people don't really go to church besides on the holidays and stuff like that. So